show is brought to you by the Black Business School, the #1 black wealth institution on earth. To learn how to invest in the stock market for free, please visit firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com, and that link is at the top line of the description box. You got my personal recommendation on that, firstshareofstock.com. And just when you thought that Pooh Shiesty got a little bit of a break, we received some horrible news just the other day about Pooh Shiesty. Well, if you guys didn't know, he was actually facing life in prison, but he actually pleaded guilty on January the 4th. So his lawyer tried to put in, or they had a hearing actually, for him to actually be bonded out so he can actually spend some time at home before he was actually sentence. Well, Magistrate Judge Lontrell Williams in court January the 13th was not buying it, and she didn't believe Pooh Shiesty had a right to bond retention after he made the guilty plea. I mean, she pretty much saying that, you pleaded guilty, so why should I let you out, right? Now, Pooh Shiesty's attorneys, they tried as much as they could to get their client out. They said that he can have some monitoring, limited visitation, and have drug and alcohol treatment when he was out. Now, while she did agree to plea, he hasn't facing much less severe charges. She noted he wasn't entitled to a bond due to the plea deal, and noted his superstar status in the public eye. Now, Shiesty did catch a break in a 2020 Florida armed robbery case where he pleaded guilty to a single firearms conspiracy charge, which had the prosecution throughout the other 3 charges he was facing. Now, with the deal, right, Pooh Shiesty is no longer facing life sentence, which is a great thing. And the prosecution, agreed to recommend that the Back in Blood rapper serve a maximum of a 97-month or equivalent to about an 8-year prison sentence. Now, the federal robbery case, if you guys don't know, we talked about it here a few times on Hip Hop News Uncensored. The federal robbery case stems from an October 2020 shooting in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, where Pooh Shiesty, I'm tongue-tied today, allegedly shot an individual in the buttocks after he and 2 others robbed the victim following a meetup for sneakers and marijuana. This was allegedly caught on tape. The video was all going out crazy earlier in the year. Now, in a separate case, right, that he still has to fight, right, the 22-year-old Pooh Shiesty is accused of shooting a security guard in the leg at King of Diamonds strip club in Miami on Memorial Day weekend. Now, Pooh Shiesty, he actually closed out 2020 with his federal contraband, freestyle, and he got one hurdle to overcome. He has to overcome that one hurdle. They're looking at giving him about 8. So, looking at, maybe good time served. He's been in there for a while now. Maybe he does about 6 years, making him, like 27, 28 years old. Then you got the other case, though, in Bay Harbor Islands, where he allegedly shot, a security guard. I think that one, he's going to get off pretty well in that case, in my opinion, because the last I heard, I don't think, like, the security guard wanted to, cooperate. That could have changed. Also, it was an instance where I think Pooh and his team is pretty much saying, like, maybe a gun like fell and then discharged. Like, it wasn't like he pulled out his gun and it was like an accidental shooting. That's what they're trying to maintain, the last I heard about this case. But nevertheless, we shall see how this thing goes in the following weeks, the following months, and the following years. Anything you can kind of do if you're a Pooh Shiesty fan is kind of just sit back and relax and wait. And me, if I was a gambling or betting man, I think he's going to you're looking like a Bobby Shmurda situation, 6-7 years probably. And then even if, let's say, if he gets sentenced on the other one, let's say if he is found guilty in the Bay Harbor Islands, incident in the security club of King and, not the Bay Harbor Island, but the King and Diamond security club joint in Miami, they could run those 2 sentences concurrent, meaning, right, that if he got 8 on one and 6 on one, or say if he got 6 on both of them, then he could actually serve knock both of those sentences out right there and get it all over with. So it's a little bit of good news. But again, he wanted to come home for a while. Probably get some things in order, record some music and whatnot. And the judge did deny that in this case, which my thing is like, if you're gonna be on monitoring, you're gonna go to drug and alcohol treatment, you're gonna stay in the crib. Why not let the dude out? Let him out. Let him spend time with his family. Let him, get his business in order before he goes away. He already pleaded guilty, so he's going away for a period of time anyway. So give him some time to do what he got to do. But you mean they do it all the time for other people? But it is what it is in this situation. Maybe they, believe that it's just too much of a risk to let Pooh out on these type of stipulations. I mean, maybe they think he could be a fly. I don't know. We're just speculating out there. But I believe that he should have a little bit of time home to kind of get his things in order. It's funny to me, man, because you see a lot. I'm not gonna name no names this time, but maybe someday, right? You see a lot of rappers catch cases, right? And they just disappear, dog. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like, not that saying I don't want nobody to get locked up. I'm just saying, like, you'll see, all right, he got charged with this, this, and this, and he got arrested, he bonded out, but you never hear about it no more. That to me, that's very, very weird in the industry. But that's another conversation for another day. Pooh Shiesty denied bond, meaning that he would actually have to stay behind bars. Stay behind bars until he is sentenced. So he might not be seeing, daylight for a few years now. But again, I think that, he got over one hurdle. He pleaded guilty, getting him out of the life sentence. They want him to do 8, right? Now, this other case, depending on how that case goes, if he can come with some type of deal in that, strike up some type of agreement, you can see Pooh Shiesty out, I would say, in a minimum of about 5 years, he could be out. Now, where does this leave, his label, Gucci, and all of that? I think Gucci going to sit around. He's going to wait. Same thing like with Bobby Smurder. You know what I mean? I think that it's just this time goes past so fast. Yeah, you can miss a lot, but I mean, it goes past so fast. Next thing you know, Pooh will be out and he'll be back, on making a debut album. And hell of a rapper. Hell of a rapper. I'll be honest with you, man. One of my top artists, right now. Not even out of the South, but just period. You know what I mean? Definitely like, I don't always like his message, but again, I understand where he's coming from and what he's talking about. But I definitely think he has a unique sound, a unique flow, a unique cadence, and I really definitely enjoy, his style of hip hop. I think a lot of people out of Memphis even, are adapting that same type of style that he kind of came up with. Man, it's cool because he said on the Breakfast Club and he talked about Gucci Mane calling him early in the morning one day when he was chilling with some chick or whatever, hit him up on Instagram, and his career took off since then. Just got to make better decisions. Got to make better decisions when you're out there in the street, man. And hopefully, he's a young man. Young man will learn from this and be able to move on. But it's your brother, Oga Man, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys share this video, for real, right? And make sure you guys subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored for more exclusive, just like this one. It's your boy, Oga Man, over and out. Peace.